Taking photos with the correct settings is just half the story. The actual magic of making a photo look wow happens in the editing. In this video, I'll show you how to take your iPhone photos from dull, boring, and regular looking to professional, eye-catching, and Instagram-worthy, all with simple editing tricks. Let's get started. Okay, a few points to tell you before we start. As I said, editing is the second half of the magic. The first part of taking a good photo is actually capturing it the right way with proper settings and photography techniques. I've already created 2 videos on the best iPhone camera settings and iPhone photography techniques to complete the process. I will leave a link in the description. Check it out after this video. Second, editing a photo is very subjective. Some people like vibrant and contrasty photos, while some like soft and muted colors. I'm going to try to keep this video as objective as possible, showing you the tools to shape the photo in a way you want. And third, I'm going to break this video into 3 parts: beginners, intermediate, and advanced. Beginner level will be as simple and as quick as possible, while the advanced level will take some time and learning, but you will have the total control and the photos will look as professional as possible. Alright, with that intro out of the way, let's dive into the easiest, most beginner-friendly iPhone photo editing workflow using filters, photographic styles, and advanced photographic styles. Wow, sounds confusing? Don't worry, I'll clear it up for you. In the latest iPhone 16 models and newer, Apple has introduced a very nice feature called Advanced or Latest Photographic Styles. These styles can be set while capturing a photo and also can be modified after taking a photo. Let me show you. This is a photo taken on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'll tap on this edit button at the bottom. Now, can you see a bunch of editing options? And the first one there is the style option. This is the latest photographic styles and it lets you create wonderful moods for your photos so easily. The default is standard. The styles on the left are more subtle tweaks called undertones. You can see them up top. The ones on the right of the standard style are more stylistic and noticeable. These are called mood styles. Editing the photo can be as simple as swiping each undertone or style to see what looks best for that specific photo. Here's a quick tip. To see how your photos looks before and after applying the changes, just tap on the image to alternate between before edit and after edit. Neat, right? Okay, if you think this is just like applying filters, that's where the power of photographic styles really takes things to the next level. Let's say you like this amber undertone, but not fully happy with it. The latest photographic styles lets you tweak it to your liking. To do this, tap on the amber style again. It'll open this D-pad style control. The default is this point in the middle. You can tap and move it up or down, right or left. Moving it up will increase the tone, while moving it down will decrease the tone. Basically, managing contrast. At the same time, moving right will increase color and moving left will decrease the color. This 4-way control will give you precisely the look you want. You can even change the amount of this effect on the photo by sliding the bottom slider left or right. This is before and this is after. Cool, right? Explore through the styles and customize it exactly how you want. Tap done and you have edited your photo within seconds. Okay, what about on the older iPhone models and the older photographic styles? Well, if you have these iPhone models, you get the first gen photographic styles. There are some differences between the first gen and the latest photographic styles. The first gen style has to be selected when you capture a photo. To do this, in the camera app, swipe up to reveal more controls. Here, tap on this icon to bring up the first gen photographic styles. You can swipe to cycle between inbuilt styles. You can also tap on this tone and warm options to fine-tune contrast and warmth in a particular style. Once you're happy, you can capture the photo with a specific style. But here's the thing. This style cannot be modified later, unlike the latest gen photographic styles. Once you capture it, it's saved. But there is a way to use some more filters in the editing page for older iPhones. Choose a photo and tap on Edit. Here, you can see this tab called Filters. Here, there are multiple preset filters for users to choose from. The most common one I've seen people use is the Vibrant filter. It brings a pop to the photo. Here's the tip. If you think the vibrancy on this filter is a little too much, do you see the slider below the filter? swipe on it to left to reduce the effect of this filter on the photo. This will tone down the effect to your liking. Here again, you can tap on the photo to see before and after effect of applying this filter. You can turn down the filter effect on any of the other given filters too. Oh, before we move on, I just want to give a quick shout out to MagBak for sponsoring this part of the video. I've been using MagBak cases for over a year now. Started with their classic case on my iPhone 15 and then 15 Pro, and now I'm using Elite case with my iPhone 16 Pro Max. Honestly, I've been really happy with the quality and the feel of the classic case, and I feel the same way about the Elite case too. It still has those super strong magnets MagBak is known for. I can stick my phone to the fridge, treadmill, or even the car. And yeah, the Elite case has telescoping magnets that actually adjust to give a better grip on flat surfaces. It's smart and genuinely useful. The case stays slim even with a built-in kickstand and finger loop. Usually these add a lot of bulk to the case, which is a deal breaker for me, but MagBak really pulled it off. It's thin, wireless charging works perfectly, and it doesn't feel bulky in the hand. One of my favorite things, the color changing button accessories. I love swapping them out to match my style. Plus, it comes with one of the best screen protectors I've ever installed. No bubbles, no misalignment, thanks to the included installation box. My husband didn't even realize there was one on. Is it the best in the market? Yes, but that comes at a steep price of $80. But for the protection, functionality, and clean design, it's totally worth it for me. I also use other MagBak products every day, like their 3-in-1 MagSafe charger, MagSafe wallet, and the Tesla car mount. The quality is fantastic, and I've been super happy with all of it. If you want to check out their amazing products, I'll leave a link in the description below. Alright, now let's get back to the video. So, filters and photographic styles are the first beginner-friendly way to enhance your photos on iPhone. Let's move on to the intermediate workflow, shall we? And that is utilizing the inbuilt photo editing tools in the Photos app. Let me show you how I usually edit a photo using the inbuilt editing tool. By the way, I'm editing it on my iPhone 16 Pro Max. So depending on your iPhone model, some tools like the cleanup may not be available on your iPhone. Alright, let's start. This is a photo I took in portrait mode at 5x. So it already has nice background separation and blur. Let me start editing by tapping on the edit button. The first thing I'm going to do is using the Apple Intelligence cleanup tool to remove distracting things in the background. For example, this person in the out of focus. I'll tap on this cleanup tool and circle around the person to remove them. There. The cleanup tools works well for clean, non-distracting elements. It's not as good as Google or Samsung alternatives, but as you can see, it works well in these cases. Second, I'll tap on this portrait button at the bottom. This was taken at f4.5 aperture. To enhance the portrait effect even more, I'll reduce this to a lower number like f2.0. Nice. One pro tip here, if the camera did not focus on the right person, you can now tap anywhere on the photo to change the point of focus like this. In this case, the focus was spot on, so I'll tap on my face to bring back the focus. Next, another overlooked tool. You see this portrait lighting effect icon at the top? Depending on your iPhone model, it could be somewhere else, but look for this icon. Tap on it. Here you can change the portrait lighting on your photo. My favorite is the studio light. Can you see how it brings sort of a spotlight onto the face? This brings the attention to the subject very nicely. You can even drag the slider below to enhance or decrease the effect. There, I like the balance now. Now let's get creative. I'll go to this Adjust tab at the bottom. Here I can see all the tools to edit my image. Exposure, brilliance, highlights, shadows, and a lot more. Here it's your creativity and what the photo needs. One setting is not gonna fit for all. For this photo, I think it's properly exposed, so I'll leave it as it is. I'll go to brilliance. I'll very slightly increase it by dragging the slider to the right. Like I said before, if you want to see the before and after of the edit, just tap on the image to view the changes. I'll then slightly decrease the shadows. Let me see how it looks if I increase the contrast. Wow, that's too much. Another quick tip, if you just want to disable some effect, just tap on the effect icon and it'll get disabled fully. You don't need to bring back the slider to 0. It's also a way to see how that specific effect is making a difference by enabling and disabling them. I like the default contrast. I'll reduce the black point to around -40 to give this cinematic look. I'll very lightly increase the saturation to go around 10. I'll increase the warmth to +20, and then finally I'll give a slight vignette. That's it. This is before and this is after. How does it look? All this right within the editing tools in the Photos app. Tap done and save it. So simple, right? Now, here's another pro level tip that will save you a ton of time. This is another photo that I took around the same time in similar lighting. To edit the photo, I will probably have to redo a lot of the same edits I did in the previous photos. But there's an easier way. Just go to the photo you just edited. Now tap on the 3 dots at the top and select Copy Edits. This is going to copy all the edits you just made to this photo. Now go to the unedited photo, tap on the 3 dots and tap on Paste Edits. This is going to apply all the edits you just made to the other photo to this photo as well. Such a time saver, right? Alright, time to go pro now. The inbuilt tools are nice, but we need more power to get precisely what we want. For that, my app of choice is Lightroom Mobile. It's a free app, so you can download and try it out too. I've already downloaded and logged in. Let me show you my workflow and edit my photos. I'm currently looking at my photos in my Photos app. I want to enhance this photo. I'll first tap on Edit and increase the portrait blur effect. This alone is a paid feature in Lightroom, so I'll do it here first before I bring it to the Lightroom. To bring this into Lightroom, I just tap on this share icon. Lightroom Mobile is right there on the share sheet. If you don't see it, just scroll right and see. And if it's still not available, tap on More, tap Edit, look up Lightroom, enable it, and tap on Plus to favorite it. It's a one-time setting. Now, in the share sheet, tap on the Lightroom icon. This is super powerful and may need a whole video to just go over the options. But I'll show you my workflow and how I edit it here versus the default app. I'm in the Edit section. Here you would see similar controls like we saw in the Photos app. I'll go to the Light section. Here I'll tap on Curve. I'll give it a slight S-curve. This gives a cinematic look. I'll slightly reduce the contrast and slightly increase the shadows. I'll slightly bring down the blacks. Now I like the overall saturation, but the greens in the photo are a little distracting the focus. So let me reduce just the greens. This level of fine-tuning is not possible in the Photos app. Under Colors, I'll tap on Color Mix. I'll choose the green color and bring down the saturation and hue. Nice. Now the greens are not as distracting as before and the focus is more on the subject. You see this blue? I want to bring down the blue as well. So let me do that. Now, let me go to the effects section. iPhone photos are usually over-sharpened. DSLR photos are never that sharp, even with expensive lens. One of the must-edit things for me is to bring down the sharpening and textures on an iPhone photo. To do this, under Effects, I usually like to bring down the texture to around -30. I'll also slightly bring down the clarity. I'll also apply some light vignetting to the photo. To see the before and after edits, I will tap and hold the image and the Lightroom will show me the changes. Neat, right? Now, here's another pro tip. If you like this look and you want to save it as a filter or preset for future photos, you can do that too. Just go to this preset tab. Here, tap on the 3 dots at the top and select Create Preset. Give it a name and save it. Now, you can export this photo by tapping the share button at the top and saving it to device. Next time I bring a photo into Lightroom, I'll go straight to my presets, select the preset, and I save. Boom. Same look and same edit within seconds. All your Instagram photos will have a unique and uniform look. So there you have it, 3 workflows to enhance your iPhone images and make them social media ready. I know I couldn't cover a lot of the features in detail. If you would like me to expand on any specific feature or tool, let me know in the comments and I'll make an in-depth video soon. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. The other iPhone photography videos will be linked in the description for you to watch next. I'll see you in the next one. This is Anjana. Bye-bye.